All right, guys, welcome back. As you know, I have been working away at this MV Augusta project, and there's anybody who works at cars and vehicle restoration, they always inevitably run into an issue where some parts need to be addressed that you have to maybe ship out to get them done. And that is wee things like this here. See the way that wee clamp there that would hold the airbox down has gone rusty and has deteriorated a bit. And the like of that bracket there would need to be replated, etc. And you can obviously um, put all the stuff in a box or in a bag and all the little nuts and bolts, etc. Put them all in a bag or a wee package and ship them out to someone to replate for you. But, sometimes that's not practical, and sometimes parts get, you've got to sort of make sure that they don't get lost, and, you get everything back and then you're waiting on it, and they usually don't want to sort of do it unless there's a big batch of it. So you've got to strip an awful lot of things off and ship all these various nuts and bolts and brackets and bits and pieces out to a company that would do the like of that. And then when you get them back, you have to start and figure out where they all went and where each nut and bolt went. And there's hundreds of them on a bike, and different. I mean, you can obviously identify the like a bracket like that or a clamp like that, etc. But there's other loads of wee screws and nuts and bolts and things, and would it be nice to be able to do them yourself? And that's what I've been toying with the idea of doing for quite a while, and so now I'm going to do it. So, like many people, it's been no surprise that I looked on the internet and seen loads of videos, looked at loads of them about plating kits and the whole process. And, so a lot of people there just um, decided to make their own concoction, Epsom salts and vinegar, etc., like that. And different power supplies and all sorts of things in order to um, do their own plating. And some have had good results and some have had mixed results. But other people bought a dedicated plating kit. And you can get plating kits from many different sources like Caswell Plating. Or this one here is from a company called Gatoros, and they offer a basic kit. They offer like a 10-liter kit, and then they offer what they call the ultimate kit. I'll stick up a photograph. All singing, all dancing, and you get all of the chemicals that you need and a power supply for putting in the voltage and the ampage, etc., in order to facilitate the plating. And of course, I went for the all singing, all dancing one. And here it is. So I'll just open it up and let you see what you get. Right, let's open this up. You're seeing it as I'm seeing it. It came just the other day to the school. There it is. And it was dear enough. See that? Anyway, so obviously this is the power supply. Let's see. There we go. And the wee crocodile clips and all of that, right? There's a manual for it, power lead for it. Let's see, all of the rest of it you get. It's a 10-litre one, so you obviously get 10-litre buckets to go into it, or for the stuff to all go into. Let's open one up and see what we've got. Right, okay. Obviously you get these 4 buckets, but this one here holds all of the necessary chemicals that you would use. Right. Okay. So that looks like a wee pump that would go in like you would get in a fish tank to agitate the solution. There's goggles. There's this is, oh goodness, this is I think these are the anodes that go into inside the bucket. You get an instruction leaflet. You get rubber gloves. You get temperature heater that you would get also in a fish tank. Put in there. And then you get all of these various, look, ammonium chloride. What's that one there? Sodium hydroxide, yellow passivate. You've got blue passivate. That's for turning the, your parts that yellowish goldish color. This one. You've got xylite, whatever the dickens that is. You've got zinc chloride, whatever. I can't pronounce even the name of it. You've got dry acid salts. You've got xylite maintenance. You've got crocodile clips. And you've got copper wire. So that's quite an array of stuff there. And like I say, these buckets. Right. So I've seen a lot of people use these style of buckets, and they work fine for them. But I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use a different style of container, which I bought, and I bought more stuff separately, and I'll show you it too. Right. Okay, so I bought more stuff. In addition to all of this stuff that comes with this kit, that's the entire kit, I decided that I would use different style buckets. So these come from, this stuff here comes from Amazon. I'll show you these in a wee minute. These are 11-litre buckets, containers, that I wanted to use instead of those ones. Because, you know, you might want to dip something in here, like a long thing, like an axle or something, or a top engine mounting bolt that would be longer than would go in there, and you don't want to be sort of dropping it in sort of long ways or end ways. You want to sort of just put it in. So I bought these here, pack of 5 of those. There they are with the lids. So I'll be using those. Those are from Amazon. I'll stick up a wee photograph of the exact ones I bought. In addition, I also bought, I already opened these here up to have a wee look at them. I bought these here, anodes, which are different from the ones that you get here. I bought more. I bought these zinc anodes, these ones, pack of 4 of those. And in addition to that, those, I also bought some titanium wire, because whenever you put your anodes down into your solution, it's called electrolyte, whenever you have it all mixed up, you don't want, they're going to be hanging on wire and going down in there. You don't want the copper wire to go down inside the solution. You want to try and keep it up out of it. So you put titanium wire up out of it, and then you put your copper wire around. So anyway, I've those as well. Okay, and as they say, there's more. So I've got, in addition to this, they give you, with that deer kit, they just give you one heater for the tank that you're going to use for the plating solution. That is mainly all of the, well, the majority of all those chemicals that make it up. They only give you one, but I want to heat all of the containers, and so I bought more of these. I bought another 4 of these because I have 5 containers, and I want to heat every single one of them. Okay, couple more things. Okay, so I sent for some more copper wire. It's in the house. Haven't even opened it out of the packet yet, but it's just more copper wire. And in addition to these zinc anodes, I also bought a couple of nickel anodes as well to go into the buckets as well. Now, along with all of that, there's a number of things that you don't get, even with all of that. And one of them is you need a bar or a tube of some description that you can hang your parts from that would go across that, or if you use those square containers. And it needs to be something that conducts a current. And so I've got some copper pipe here which I bought, and you know, a length of that will go across there, and you'll hang your parts from here with copper wire, and they will dangle down into the solution that you're going to be using. And another thing that you need, again, that you don't get, is deionized water. Loads of it. Every one of these buckets is 10 litres. Those ones, those square ones, are 11 litres, but this is for a 10 litre kit. So if I've got 5 containers and they're all 10 litres, there's 50 I need 50 liters of deionized water, and then I need another one with deionized water in it to wash my parts in between each stage, or else have a spray bottle with deionized water. Now, fortunately, I've got a couple of dehumidifiers, and they suck any moisture out of the air, so I can retrieve the water from those and hopefully gather up enough deionized water um, to complete this whole kit. So anyway, that's a heck of a lot of stuff there. And in a garage like this, like, you think, well, I mean, you're going to be setting a container, you're going to be setting these containers sort of there, and then another one, and then another one, a row of 5 of them. And where do you put all this stuff? You're kind of thinking, well, I mean, this is just single car garage, and I've already got, like, it's packed to the gills with a load of stuff. So where do I put all this stuff? So I now have to, and this is a thing that a lot of people don't really sort of cover when they're in their videos, and they kind of sort of just set this stuff around wherever they can. But that's not practical for me. And some people have set it in old cupboards or old dressing table or something, stuff in the corner of the garage. But I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to make this as compact as possible. So I'm now going to head up to some hardware departments on a bit of a shopping spree and buy some timber, some wood, to make myself a shelf of some description that I think will be fine for mounting all this stuff on. And I'm looking over at the very spot that I'm going to put it on, and I'll be back when I have all of the bits bought. And let's get this shelf up. That's the main task for today. All right, so let's call into this builder's merchants here to see if we can get some more stuff. That's the stuff there I want. Okay guys, so we're back up at B&Q here to see if we can get some pieces of wood that would do the shelf for my plating kit. Right, so I want a board that's broad enough to hold my containers, and this is what we want here at the end. Something that's 400 millimeters wide. One of these bits with 2 meters long. They're dear enough, aren't they? That's the worst bit coming to these kind of supermarket type outlets. A builder suppliers would be better, but the thing is, it's getting what you want. But a strip of plywood would do the job. But I think this piece here at look at that, £40. That's crazy, but I'll go for it anyway. Actually, seeing the two of them side by side, I'm going to go for this one here. It's only £6 dearer, well, £5 dearer, 45.97 against 40.97. I think it'll hold its shape better, and it feels a bit stronger than that one. So let's do that. Okay, so I think that's enough pieces of timber that I need. Let's go round to the electrical department and see what they've got there for me. Okay, so I'm here looking for a few switches and sockets, etc. that would that I could link together to plug all my fish tank heaters in. And I know you can get those 4-gang and 6-gang kind of extension cord things that that I could put up, but if I could link together a few individual sockets, it would be better for me. You see these things here, you know, that have 6 positions on them there. The only thing that I don't like about those is the power cord always comes out to the right hand side. I want my power feed going into the left hand side. I'll think about that. Okay, so I'm in another shop here. I'm just going to buy the individual sockets so I can get them here for $2.29 each, and then I'll buy the you know, the backing boxes. All right, so I'm just back from my shopping spree, and I have bought loads of additional things. Not cheap, this getting the whole thing like this set up. So I bought, I decided to go for double sockets like that. You know, I bought 4 of them because I want them all sort of in a row to be able to operate all of my little tank heaters. I bought a piece of timber here so that they can, you know, mount to that in a row. Bought that. These pieces of 3 by 1.5 inches. This broad board here as my main shelf. This brick acid cleaner, which is another chemical that will be part of the plating process. I bought these little what are they called, compression glands that will go into the ends for me to link all of these boxes together, and also here, these here, I have 2 of these. I found these in work. These are old legs that came off like an old unit that or an old shelving unit that was taken away years ago and dumped. So these are absolutely perfect. They'll go underneath my shelf, and I have 2 of those, and you know, you can fine adjust them that way. So I think I've got everything. Fortunately, in my former trade as a joiner, I've got loads of screws and the tools to do it and everything. So I think the next thing is to actually just get the shelf up and get on with it. All right, guys. perfect. Okay, so I've put the power to this bank of sockets back on again, and I've got the Dremel here at the ready because I need to grind that wee sloped brace there away to let me get the ring on here, you know, for the compression gland. It just won't allow me to thread that on, you know. So I need to grind that wee bit there away. You get a mask on for this sort of thing. All right, guys, so that's all the sockets wired in, just ready to be buttoned up. Okay, guys, so there you go. That's my bench complete. And it was a worthwhile project because, like I was saying at the start of the video, you know, if you're going to be doing something like this here, you know, getting into zinc plating something, you're going to be ending up with a load of buckets full of, or containers full of various chemicals, acids, all sorts of stuff. And it's going to be sitting about and you're going to need somewhere to put it. And you know, that's why, obviously, that's why I made this wee shelf, or this wee bench, and put this rail above with all of these sockets on there. Now I have obviously more sockets than I probably need, but I've also given myself, by adding a few extra, the facility to add to this plating kit. You know, there's a couple of other processes that you can do. You know, like some things, OEM bolts are plated in an olive drab finish, other ones maybe in a black finish. You've seen some engine bolts there around motorcycle, uh, uh, various parts of motorcycle cases, and up around the top and bottom yokes that have like an olive drab finish, etc. So, you know, I mean, I just want to be able to sort of add to that, and that's why I have these extra sockets at some stage. But, and also you'll see that I made the bench high enough by putting the chrome rails directly underneath the 3 by 1.5 so that I can fit all this stuff underneath it, you know, my dehumidifier and my hoover and all my little bits and bobs and stuff. And also the width of it is perfect for these containers that I'm going to be using, you know, instead of the round ones. And obviously the sockets are right there, you know, for the heaters to be able to be plugged into right away. But look, lads, I'm going to wrap it up there. And oh, and obviously my socket's working because the dehumidifier's working. So yeah, I'm not an electrician, but yeah, I was glad to be able to get that right. But anyway, look, lads, I'm going to wrap it up there. And thank you for staying with me. And as ever, stay tuned for the next one. Bye.